Are you ready to take a tour of Ovation of the Seas? Come along with me. Hi, Michelle here from Travelling Over 60. Let's go have a look at the ship. Okay, this is going to be a long one. Grab a cuppa, or maybe you'd prefer something else. Sit back, enjoy, and pause where you need to. Okay, let's start at the top. Deck 16, and the fitness centre is up here. Probably a hazard for me. I don't think I'll be spending any time in the fitness centre. I would have liked to have given you a look at the fitness centre, but I couldn't get in, and I definitely did not come back up here again. Let's keep going. On each deck, they have one of these signs, and the sign is highlighted on the deck that you're on in the dark blue. Moving on to deck 15, this is where all the fun stuff happens. Let's go and have a look. Now up on deck 15, they have an arcade. You might be interested in this. But you have to, I'll just show you this back here. You have to get your credits here, put your cash in, get your credits, and then all these machines take credits. But I'll give you a bit of a sneak peek of what's in here just quickly, and you discover for yourself. They've got a decent choice of things in here. Ooh. Bikes. And then we come out here into the Seaplex where they have lots of other sports. Now I'm still on deck 15 here. It's a bit tricky to see at this level, but I'll go up the stairs shortly and show you what the courts look like from upstairs. But looking up the top there, you can see there's some other rooms up there which we'll go up and have a look, and I can see Xbox. So making our way across to the stairs now, passing all the bumper cars getting charged. I got to tell you, I'm a bit of a bumper car fan. But we'll go upstairs on to deck 16. We're still in the Seaplex, and I'll just show you what the courts look like from up above looking down. Just get up, get around these people, and I will show you. So here it is. This is the courts from up above. They play all sorts of different sports here. You've just got to watch the app or your newsletter. But moving along here now, this section here is table tennis. And as you can see, anyone can play table tennis. You don't have to be one of the kids. 2 layers of storing those bumper cars. I can't wait to have a go. They just must charge them and then move them up high and charge the next lot. Now here's the Xbox, or more than one Xbox. You do not have to be young to be playing Xbox, but you might have to line up with all the kids if it's busy with kids on board. But here it is. Here comes my favourite, the bumper cars. Let's have a bit of a look.
Just a friendly reminder to take part in this bumper cars, it has to be 5 years minimum. And if you're under 13 years old, make sure you have your family around you so that you can take part. It's very easy.
Oh no, what's happening outside the window? We'll have to go out and have a look. But first, let's have a look at the Northstar. Of course, there's going to be rules and regulations. Pause and have a look, or wait till you're on board. Okay, today we're going to go on the Northstar. Showing you where it is. I'm going to show you how far up. on deck. So just on deck we're a long way up. See down there? And then I'll show you how high it goes when we get up the top. This is where it is on the Ovation of the Seas. There's the pool deck. We came up the stairs. We'll have to go up those stairs there to get up into the little, I don't even know what to call that, our little sphere. Now, if you have a mobility problem, in a wheelchair even, I'm pretty sure this is how you can do the Northstar as well. You can take a lift up onto deck 15 and then come around here, and that's a special lift that will take you up to where we board on the Northstar. So nobody misses out. Okay, a warning for you. This is the biggest hazard. When you get on the Northstar or when you get on the IFly, they weigh you. So that's a big hazard to me, especially on a cruise ship. So you have to go up these little stairs if you're not going up in a wheelchair or have a mobility problem. Rails to hold on to. Very windy. Hope you can hear me. Another set of stairs. And we're here.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Northstar.
Thank you. Okay. Here we are. We're inside. And I will show you a bit more when we start moving. So then coming down the stairs, when you exit, be careful, hold the railing. Now I'll have a separate video on what happened and what we saw when we were in the Northstar. That'll be coming up next after this one. Now you know I'm all about hazards. This is one of the hazards for me. I am definitely not going to be walking around the ship, especially today. It's in the beaming hot sun. And then we have some really energetic people that are also running. This is my hazard. I won't be doing this. Something else to make a note of. If you're up here on the walking track and you have a dress on, hang on tight to that dress. It's really windy up here, especially when we're at sea. Okay, I get it. Some people do want to use the walking track. Now the track's marked. On one side is for runners, the other side is for walkers, and not everyone goes along with that. The people in front of me are walking on the running side. Oh, and so am I. But the runners are really good. They will just run around you. People that are walking will just pass you if you're not going at their speed. Now, if you look at on either side, there's lounges that you'll be able to come and lay out and get some sun up here if you'd like. And the view is spectacular. Just walking up a bit further, and I just want to show you the track is marked. But it's a little bit further up and it'll show you the 5 kilometre mark. That was as far as I really walked. But let's go and have a look at some of the other hazards on board. Oh look, they put all the hazards all in one signpost. All the things I won't be doing. Now on a more serious note, if you are going to be doing either the Flowrider or the Ripcord, which is also IFly, you do have to get up these stairs and then up a few more over here if you're doing the Ripcord IFly. So they have a number of restrictions. That's up to you to have a look at when you get on board. That's part of your adventure. And here is the Flowrider, if you're unsure on what the Flowrider is. Again, they have restrictions on this, so you'll need to research it. But that's your sneak peek for now. Something else to note when you're doing the Flowrider is if you're a beginner, they have different time slots for beginners. Here's a bit of a sneak peek of the Ripcord IFly, and if you have sensitive ears, it's very noisy up here even when you're just watching it. I'd like to tell you this is me in there, but it's not. This was one of the professionals showing us what you can do, not me. Now if the nerves get the better of you, they have a bathroom up here too. You'll be able to go to the toilet. Okay, I've made my way down the stairs. That bathroom was just up the top there. And as you can see, if I was coming up the other side of the ship, they have a signpost here too telling you where IFly and the Flowrider is. Here's the rock wall. As you can see, it is very high. Now for me, I have trouble getting up the stairs. I won't be doing this. But as you can see, there's someone doing it now, and it always had people climbing the wall. Whoa, is this the next hazard? Certainly won't be driving any VWs on the ship. Looks like the hazards aren't just for travelling over 60. Poor mummy, she's dropped her baby panda. Now you might have noticed there's some unusual sculptures around the ship, and they're not just on the outside. I'll show you a few more when we go inside the ship. There's more inside as well. Now the last thing to look at on deck 15 is the Vitality Spa and Salon. I did go up there and have one of my acrylic nails fixed, but other than that I didn't go up and spend any time in there, and I didn't get any video of it. If you have an interest in this, keep a watch out because they offer samples of massages and things you might be interested in. Okay, moving on to deck 14, we'll start at the Solarium, which is an adult-only section of the ship. Okay, we're at the Solarium, and just showing you, this is just on day one. I'll show you a bit later. There'll be chairs and things out. This is the Solarium now. It's all set up with chairs. It's a really nice, comfy space, even at night. You can come in here and read. Back there was lights. You could sit under the lights and read. We can just come and sit here, peaceful. The pools are still open. And it's about 9 o'clock at night. Bar's open. I'll show you the pools as long as no one's swimming in them. And the pools are really beautiful. And then down here, there's some sparkles. That's a bit more of the pools. I'll just go over the other side and I'll show you the spas. And I'm just walking down here. I'll be able to show you the spas. 2 spas. Just move back, there's some people there, they don't want me videoing them swimming. But a really nice space. One thing I do want to say is if you're around the pool, be careful when the floor is wet. It does get a little bit slippery. They've got people around that are squeegeeing, I suppose you would call it, all the water off the boards. So they sweep it off and it becomes quite dry quickly. But you've got to be careful you don't hit it when it's wet before they do that. Now, of course, it's late at night, so there's nobody in here. During the day, this area is packed. You can't get a seat. They come in really early and put their things on the seats. So if you want to come into this area, because it's a child-free zone, adults only. So if you wanted to come in here, you would have to get up early and come and see if you can get a space. As you come down a bit further, they also have a little eatery there as well called the Solarium. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but you can see there's tables and chairs here where you can come and eat. And I'll just tell you exactly what it's called. Oh, it's a bistro, so it's called the Solarium Bistro. Open for breakfast, lunch and dinner. And like I say, you can come and sit out here in the daytime. It's really nice if you can get a seat. Right, let's just walk the deck and see what's on. This is deck 14. Okay, the ground's really easy. It just ramps up, no steps. Great seating. Nice little seating areas. There's some little seating areas there. This is where you check out your towel with your sea pass. There we go, pool area, pool bar. Yeah. Oh, it's close. Call me old, call me silly. Nearly walked into that door. Okay, this is the outdoor pool. Oh, it's hot out too. I think on the ship it's hotter than on land. It's all sort of sealed in with the windows. They do open, but it's still hot in here. There you go. Oh, and the little cool kiddie splash pool, or splash area. Is that there? Oh, this is cute. They got their own little deck chairs. So cute. Now this is just going to give you a look from up above. I'm on the deck above looking down on the kids area, and they've got some little water slides and some rainfalls and things. Over to the right there's a little whirlpool where they can walk around and create a whirlpool. It's a great area. So walking through further. So they have music going out there. I'm just remembering on board, if you're playing your own music, to be respectful of others. You don't need to blare it. Just make it nice for you. Walking through. We're making our way up to where the Windjammer is.
Aloha!
Aloha!
For lunch at the Windjammer, washy washy before
Yeah.
yummy yummy. Welcome for breakfast. Good morning. Happy morning. Washy washy before yummy yummy.
Okay, so that was really good. Washy washy before you put food in your tummy. And here we are at the Windjammer. I will show you a bit more. I'm just walking through to see what else is right the way through. All the way. Hello. They're all so friendly. Okay, all the way through, nearly to the end. Nearly at the end. Okay, so lots of seating. I hope you've noticed as I've been going through. I'm still finding my way as well. More here. And we made it. Here we are. Right at the very end. Wow. That's even a beautiful view. Don't look down, just look up. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to experience the Windjammer and then I'll show you some more. Drink station. Just waiting for you. Lots of people ask, do they have water? There's an ice and water station. Now, I don't want to spoil your surprise. That's your adventure, but I am going to give you a bit of a look at what's in the Windjammer. So there's desserts, hot dogs, burgers. I'm not going to show you everything. Asian. And I find this really amusing. This one is the market covering. Oh, look at that. Looks great. But look what's right beside. Maybe that's my Australian sense of humour. Okay, a peek at some of the food. Just sneak peek, so. There we go. Breads. Oh, there's just so much. That is the hazard of the cruise. Food and drink. Oh, look, cooking right in front. Asian hot dogs. So it's the same on both sides. Here we go again. Cavalry. Let's have a look what's on this side. Oh no, favorites. And just looking what else. Maybe it's on the other side. Gluten-free. That's a bit better than vegetarian, right next to the meat. Looking over here, we've got deli stuff, we've got breads. I'm going pretty fast because this is just a sneak peek. You have to come and discover this for yourself. Have your own adventure. Okay, another beverage station over there. Here's all your salads, fresh from the garden. Oh, they are there. There's some fruit salads over there. Fruits. The bakery looks great. I whisked past there really quickly before. But take a look at that. Yum. Bakery. Okay. That's just giving you a really quick look at what's in the Windjammer. But like I said, you have to make your own adventure. This is my adventure. So maybe you'll book a cruise next time. Ovation of the Seas has a deck 13. Now it has a conference centre if you need to go and use the conference centre. We did some crafting there. 12, 11 and then 6 to 10, we didn't spend any time on those. But if you need to, that's where the Adventure Ocean is and the Concierge Club. Otherwise, just the staterooms. If you need a break, why not pause and give me a thumbs up. Moving on to Deck 5. Okay, there's a lot happening on Deck 5. We start at this end with the Royal Theatre, which is the big theatre. And then let me just walk and show you the rest of Deck 5. Lots on here. There's a bar. The Schooner Bar, which each night has some sort of entertainment, piano, guitar, something. Let's go on a bit further here. Another entrance there to the Royal Theatre. While we're at this end, let's go and take a bit of a look in the Royal Theatre. So just coming through here, you can see the ground is completely flat. No mobility problems here. Looking over to the left, there's some raised seat against a bar where you could sit if you need that sort of seating. There's some spots for wheelchairs and plenty of seating for your companions. If you looked here, there's some steps that take you down into these few rows of seats. And remembering we're on deck 5, so there is another entrance down on deck 4. There's plenty of seating in here, but people do come and line up 40 minutes prior to the show. They line up at the door before they're allowed to come in and sit down, so keep that in mind. The other thing is there's some poles around, so have a good look where the seats are before you sit down and make sure there's no pole in your way. Just as I'm leaving, having a little bit of a look at those seats. If you have trouble getting downstairs, there's some seats there on the right. Wheelchair access here. Plenty of extra seats for your companions. And there was the bar seating there as well. These are the internal stairs if you wanted to go down to deck 4 in the theatre. But let's have a look at the rest of the ship first. And then this way. The photos where you have any of your photos taken, you can come here, have a look at them. That's the Schooner Bar. Each bar seems to have a different theme to it. That one was like a schooner ship.
Okay, okay, awesome. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Bye.
One of the specialty restaurants. We'll go on further. The Bionic Bar. Let's stop here. Yeah, it's closed at the moment, but I've taken some other video. I'll show you what happens with the Bionic Bar. If you want to have a go at the Bionic Bar, there's an iPad. It gives you instructions. We were lucky enough someone helped us. You pick your drink or make up what you want, prints up on the screen, and then the machine makes it. It gets your cup ready for you, and then it will go up. And you can't quite see it in this, but I will zoom back in a minute. It will go up to where the spirits are. There it is. It chooses what spirits you've picked. You tell it how many shots you want of it. Then it'll go across to here. Oh, that's a different shot it's getting. And then it'll come down and get the soda, whatever it is, the extra that you've put in it. Do this. And then it gives it a bit of a shake. Or a stir, whatever it is, you can put that instruction in as well. This is it, shake, shake, shake. Some ice, give it a bit of ice. And then it will come back and put it into your cup. Now, you have to be really careful with it because sometimes it just pours over the side. And if that happens, go and tell the bar staff. But not for me, it made it perfectly. Then to get your drink, you come across to the line where it is, place your sea pass on the top. And that makes you pay for it. And then you get your drink. Voila! Okay, now keep going this way. You want to book a shore excursion? Here's where you do it. Looking at the ground, tiled all the way through the whole ship. Over here, another specialty restaurant called Wonderland. And photographer here. Each night they have photographers out, different spots across the ship. You can get photographs taken. Looking up here further. Italian restaurant, which is a specialty restaurant. Okay, this is another bar here called Vintages. Different theme to the last one. Want to buy some artwork? This is where all the artwork is. Nearly to the end. Here on the left is where you can book your next cruise. Now, if you've been thinking of booking another cruise, come and have a look at the specials. They give you great specials while you're still on board. And at the other end here is another theatre called 270. Just showing you 270 Cafe. Let's go in and have a bit better look at what the cafe offers. They have a board up in front as you walk in that you can order off, and they have another one over to the right. But they do have some ready-made sandwiches and croissants and things. They also have some sweets like cakes and cookies, coffees and teas and drinks and things. But let's keep going on to the 270 Theatre. And as you can see, the ground is quite flat. You're able to walk straight in. I'm just going to take you around the side here and just show you this seating and the great big windows. Walking to the left. This is a really nice space to just come and sit, look out the window at the view, watch the waves go by. It's really, really relaxing. Sun coming in. And this is right at the very back of the ship. Now it's called 270 because there's 270-degree windows all the way around. Beautiful views. Looking over here to the right is where the stage is. I'll just give you a look at that. It's sort of like 3 little stages where they perform. And as you can see, it's different levels. The seating is all different levels as well. But let's just make our way back to the front door. Here's another sculpture as we enter into the theatre. Remembering it is the 270 Theatre. I just want to show you the seating from this angle. Walking straight ahead, watching out for all the people. You can see this gentleman, he's walking downstairs. If you have an accessibility problem, you'd probably sit on this level where I'm standing. Otherwise, there's all this seating that's tiered. Great for watching the shows, not good if you can't get down the stairs. Now, if you look up, There's some seating up there, which I think was made available for suites and people that hold the key. But there is some internal stairs from this deck that I'm standing on where you can get up to that level. Now, while I'm walking back the other way, I want to show you some of the sculptures. The chair at Wonderland's a sculpture in itself. The birds on the wall. Check out this artwork. Like, you have to stop and look at some of them. They are amazing. When you have a really good look at them, they're more than what they seem. Now's a good time to mention the bathrooms. There's bathrooms all over the ship. They are everywhere. Now, this is a really long video. If you need a bathroom break or even if you need a drink, pause the video, give me a thumbs up while you're there, and then restart it again once you've done what you need. Now we're on to deck 4. We're going to start at the Royal Theatre end. Now, the Royal Theatre has 2 floors, so this is the entrance to the Royal Theatre on deck 4. If you're a member and can go in the Crown Lounge, this is the Crown Lounge. On this side here is the music hall. They have lots of trivia, they have music, all sorts of things in there. Let me just show you now through the middle of deck 4. Okay, there's another entrance to the theatre there. Let's have a look at the seating on this level. So it's the same as the deck above. There's a lot of stairs. But there's a section here if you have a mobility problem. There's a spot for wheelchairs. Here's this high seating again. So if you can't get up and down out of the lower seats, they have these stools. Great place to be able to put your drink on the bench as well. But they're quite high to be able to sit on without bending. Toilets. Lots of toilets around the ship. The butterfly wall. Now, the butterfly wall is a piece of interactive art. Touch a butterfly and it flies. The one that you touch will just fly on its own. Here is another one. And then the other one went back to its place. Now there's a bit of a secret to the wall. I'll just give you one hint. For all of them to fly, start there. You guess the rest. There it is. The whole wall going together. You'll have to work it out yourself. Let's keep going. Shops. All the shops, or most of the shops are on deck 4. Another entrance to the music hall. This is another bar. Called the Amber and Oak. Same thing, they have artists in here. This time we have a singer that sings there, right? It's very good. Now there is some stairs here in the middle if you want to walk downstairs. They're quite large stairs, they have a railing, and when the ship's rocking, make sure you hold the railing. Pizza place over there. Cafe, both complimentary. And then a Starbucks here. that you have to pay for, or some drink packages included. Okay, I'm just going to go to the other side here. Guest services, and if you have a problem with your internet, just right there, they will help you. There's also an ATM right there with them as well. I'm just going to show you back where the shopping is. Both sides, in the middle, lots of shopping. Over here, another bar. Boleros, this one is, and same thing, they have music. This one usually has some dancing, different each night, or they do have repeat artists, but they try to mix it up a bit. Okay, keep walking. Okay, and then up there is the main dining area. Now they have 4 complimentary main dining. You're usually told which one to go to if you've selected to have a set dining time. If you just want to come up each night, you just come up here and line up. So there's one either side, and down on deck 3, directly below, is one on each side there too. Different look inside. I'll give you a look at what one of them looks like. Down on deck 3, that was where our dining room was, and I'll show you that in just a moment. First of all, I'm just going to give you a quick look at the casino. Now, if you like to have a little dabble in the casino, there is a casino on board. I'm not going to video it, but it's huge. Here we are, we're on deck 3, and this is the other part of the dining room. Just walk down there through those doors. There's a dining room on each side, both with a different theme, and I'll let you have a look at what the one where I'm eating in looks like. This is our dining room. They have 4 different dining rooms, all serve the same food, but this is our one, and it's really lovely. We chose to do a set dining time of 5 p.m. every day. Now the last deck is the medical centre, but luckily we didn't need it. I just want to show you a few more extra things. Now the ship also has these sort of signs where you can walk up and they give you all sorts of information. You just press on it. Sometimes they're a bit slow. There, and it brings up all sorts of information. It's a bit hard when I've got nails because they don't press on it properly. But then, if you look, it gives you information on it. Yeah, great little addition. And if you're looking at this, you want to find where it is. Hopefully I can press on it. It does show you. It is a bit slow sometimes, but Maybe if I wait. No. It's not going to work. But when it works, it's good. There it is. It shows you how to get there. Now, here's something to fix one of our hazards. They tell you the day in the lift so you don't forget. Speaking of lifts, have a look at these ones. These are the glass lifts that go all the way on every deck. Bit scary when you're in the lift looking out. Well, for some. Now these guys became my friends. Every time I got off a lift, I looked for them to know that I was on the right deck that took me to our room. The last thing I want to show you is this piece of artwork. I'm not sure if I like it or not. Sometimes it looks a little bit creepy. Well, this has been a really long video, but if you've liked it, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. The next video is going to be all about the Northstar and other things that we did while we were on board. So, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you ring that notification bell, you'll know when I put the next video up. I hope you're going to join us on the next part of our adventure on Ovation of the Seas.